Hi guys. I just wanted to say good morning to you guys. Well, here is good afternoon. It's not the prettiest day, but at least I'm outside doing a different video today. Just wanted to say a quick hi to you guys and just talk to you a bit about a little bit low key today. I've been going through a lot. Kind of strange what I've been going through. Um, as you guys know, that my mother had passed away in February on the 6th. And I don't know, lately I just feel that she's been trying to get in contact with me. I'm a little bit somber today, guys. Please forgive me, but it's really made me quite emotional. Um, she's been trying to get in contact with me. And I don't know, I just can't stop crying. I went from being so happy, like in that video that I did, where I was so happy, and I mean, I am happy, believe me, I am. It's just miss her a lot, you know. Um, the other day, we live in this house together as a family. I have my 3 children. I'm a single mom, with 3 children, and my mother, this house was actually hers because I lived in a nice little apartment. I mean, a very nice little apartment, and I loved my little apartment because I'm the one who got it. But when she came here to stay with us, I got this place especially for her because she needed a place that's a little bit more bigger and with a garden like this, and just to kind of like, so she can kind of like stretch out and just enjoy life, Um, while she was here with us, she passed away. And February 6th, she passed away. And that was such a traumatic experience for me because I went through a lot. I went through a lot of, I don't know, how do you say, I mean, she communicated with me. Believe it or not, she communicated with me. She even said she spent like an hour and a half with me. She came out of an induced coma, spent an hour and a half with me, and she was like back to normal. I was like elated that she was back. I thought she was back. I was like, oh, thank you, Jesus. I was so happy. I thought that she was back. I said, Mommy, I'm so happy you're back. And unfortunately, I live next to a hospital, and she couldn't go to the hospital that was next door because the beds at the time were filled with people that had what you call it? We call it grippe, but it was flus. It was like an epidemic with flus here, and all of the beds were full. So, and she had to go to another like a hospital like far, far away, and I didn't have a car at the time, and I don't have a car now. I'm going to get one. But anyway, she was in an induced coma, and because she had a seizure here. This is what happened. She had a seizure here, and every time I close my eyes, I see. Every time I close my eyes, I do see her in my mind having the seizure. I can't get it out of my mind. Every time I go to bed, I see it. But anywho, um, they had called me back to the hospital after I was so thankful that she had lived. I thought she lived. And they called me back to the hospital and told me that they said to return. They didn't tell me exactly that she passed. So I went back to the hospital after visiting her for an hour and a half. And because they wouldn't let people stay there, you were only allowed an hour and a half, and I don't know why. And they called me back to come to the hospital, and I went back to the hospital, and she passed away. And I was like beside myself. I couldn't believe it. I still don't believe it. It's strange. I think what I've been doing to get through this is because she came from New York to visit me. She's a little a little Cuban woman, but she was raised in Jamaica. And how I get through this is just to pretend that she went back home. because she came here to visit me, to spend some time with me and the kids. I just pretend that she went back home, when it really hits me hard is when I'm going through something and I want to call her. And I'm like, well, she just went back home for a second. Yeah, right. No. That's when it really hits me and I realize that she's not here. So that day that she passed away, um, I was beside myself. I tell you, I had to cremate her because it was just too much money to send the body back to America, because I'm in Spain, if you guys know. And I had to cremate her. But while picking the urn that I was picking, I had picked, the woman told me to pick a color that I like, and I picked blue. And as I picked the blue color, I said, well, maybe I better be a little bit more insightful. I mean, it's a grandmother, maybe more grandmother colors, more feminine colors. So I picked another one instead, which was gold and silver. And I picked that instead. So then that night, my son says to me, Mommy, I keep getting this dream about Grandma keeps saying blue, blue, blue. It was so strange. And I said blue. At the time, I wasn't even thinking right. I said I didn't see what the significance of blue was. And anyway, somebody's coming. I didn't see what the significance of blue was. He says she keeps saying that she wanted the color blue. I'm like, wow. So, she's been trying to get in contact with me. So last night was another episode. I had so many other ones, but yesterday was incredible. Actually, it happened on the 6th. Kind of funny, huh? What I find funny, I think somebody's here. I can feel somebody watching me. It might be her. Because remember, she died on the 6th of February. So on the 6th of this month, she had her own room, of course. It's the reason I moved here. And there was a lamp that was on the other side of the room. That didn't work. I tried with all my heart to try to get it to work, and it would not work. And she always wanted it on. And I said, but Mommy, it's broken. It doesn't work. So we accepted that at the time. Wow, I feel like somebody's watching me. Oh my God. Anyway. Wow. So, on the 6th of this month, I don't go into my mom's room too often. Yet at the beginning I did. Because mind you, I haven't gotten a chance to go back to America yet to lay her next to my father. So she is in her room. Of course, she's the ashes. I keep the ashes in her room. So on the 6th, it's usually kind of dark in her room. There's no lights on. It's just natural light because the window's kind of open. And on the 6th, I noticed that it was kind of bright in her room. I didn't understand. It was bright in her room. And I said, that's kind of strange. Why would it be so bright when there's no light on, And I looked into the room, and the lamp that didn't work was on. Yes, my dears, it was on. The lamp was on. I said, oh my goodness. I said, this is incredible. I just looked at it like I saw a ghost. And I called the kids and I said, remember this lamp didn't work? They said, no way, no freaking way. They said, that has to be Grandma. And I just left the lamp there. I just let it sit for a while. And my kids kept saying, turn it off. I said, no. I said, if it's Grandma, then I'm going to ask her to turn it off herself. So I talked to my mother. I just felt that she was listening. Because I think she wants to get she wants to get my attention some way or another. And I said, Mom, I said, if this is you, please turn off the light. And a whole other day went by, because that happened in the morning on the 6th. So the whole day of the 6th and all night, the 6th until the 7th in the morning, I kept passing by, of course, because her room is right by the kitchen, so I have to go in and out of the kitchen. I always saw the light on. So on the 7th, my older daughter said, "Mommy, did you turn off the light?" I said, "No." Went downstairs into my mom's room, and the light was off. Yes, guys. Some freaky deaky stuff going on, huh? Light was off. And I just busted out crying. I was elated. And if I don't stop, I'm going to start crying now. Anyway, so I tested the lamp. I said, well, maybe it's my imagination or something. So I said, let me just check things out. So there's another lamp on the other side where she used to sleep that works. But there's no bulb in there because nobody's in the room. So I took the bulb out of that lamp. I tried to turn back on the lamp and it didn't work. It was broken like it always have been. So I took the bulb out of that lamp, the one that was broken, that was on all night, and I put it in the other lamp, and the bulb worked. The lamp worked. My mother came to me. I swear. I know that was my mother with all my heart. I know it. Whew. Anyway, just saying that I miss her very much. Miss my mother. Whew. This has been a real trip. But for some strange reason, it's made me stronger. I didn't think I can get this far without, really freaking out. I thought that my life would be turned upside down, but it's not. It hasn't. It's gotten better, actually. And this Moldavite has really, really, really helped me, I got this Moldavite. This one in particular has an angel on it. I don't know if you guys can see it. I think I told you guys about it. Can you see the angel? That represents my mother. I did that purposely. I asked specifically for that Moldavite because it has an angel on it. So I feel like in some kind of way I always have my mom with me. And I know that she's always with me anyway. But sorry to give you such a drab story. Anyway, I'm out here in the backyard. I bought this book, Moldavite book, from Robert Simmons. Excellent book. It tells you everything about it. So I want to know everything about it. Everything about it. And I'm still waiting for those Moldavites from that guy. Get this, guys. He sent it in the mail. He sent the Moldavites in the mail, right? I asked him, I said, do you have a tracking number? He says, to get this, he says, I can't give you a tracking number because in my country it's illegal to dig up, we cannot mine Moldavites. If they know that we mine the Moldavites, then we can get arrested. The police will come after us. So if I do a tracking on it, they can track the Moldavites back to me and I'll be in trouble. So he's risking his life just to send these Moldavites to me. So he put it in a bubbled envelope, and we just pray that it's going to get here. He says he knows for a fact that it'll get here. It's going to take some time, but it'll get here. But he says, I'm sorry, I cannot track it. I can't do that. So I'm waiting for it, and I'll tell you guys the moment it gets here. He says it's going to take quite a while because he had sent a postcard from Czech Republic, where he's from, to somebody here, and it took 14 days. So I'm waiting, and I'm waiting for it to come. So I will keep you guys informed. But this was a melancholy video today. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get so emotional, but I just had to talk to somebody about it. Okay, guys, I love you guys, and I don't know. I think also what's going on with me is I'm doing this special meditation that is activating my heart chakra. It's opening it up. I'm sure that Moldavite has opened up my heart chakras, but this meditation is like quite intense and it's very potent. And every time after doing this meditation, I'm like crying like a baby. I'm very, very, very emotional. And I don't know if it has some kind of way of maybe calling my mother. Maybe I'm attracting them, or it's like something's happening because I am just totally emotional. Not an emotional wreck. Don't get me wrong. It's not really that sad. Just very emotional, overly emotional. And I know that has something to do with my heart chakras opening it up. So anyway, I'm not going to go on very much longer. I just wanted to talk to you guys this morning, and don't tell me, you guys, what do you think about that? Don't you think that's a little bit freaky about the lamp? It's really, really quite intense. So tell me what you think about it, okay? And yeah. I don't know why I feel like she's watching me now. I could feel somebody actually watching me. The hairs on my arms are like raising, Anyway, you guys take care, and I will tell you the moment that. Oh, Kathleen, I want to congratulate you on the on what you're making there. Amazon, what's it called? Amazites. The pyramids. I would love to buy one from you. Really. Agonites or no. Yeah. Well, anyway. I can't even think straight right now, but I'm going to buy some from you, kiddo. And maybe you can teach me how to make them. I would love to learn how to make that. I have a couple in my house, but not pyramids. I need a pyramid. I'm going to buy it from you. You got me, kiddo. And I'm also working on a website to sell my jewelry. Here, I don't know if you guys see it, but that is a kyanite. It's a small one that I got from Mark Majiski, and I'm waiting on a bigger one. For some reason, I feel like I need this in my life. I had a very strange dream once about a beautiful angel handing me this big, gigantic kyanite. A gigantic one. It was like this big. It was like, and he was handing it was this beautiful angel with long hair, and he was gorgeous, handing me this kyanite. So I know that I need it in my life. It's calling to me. It's calling to me. Anyway, you guys take care, and I will tell you when the moment I got it, okay? When the moment I get this. Maybe I'll even do a video on the kyanite. So, all right. So look out for me, Kathleen, okay? Look out for me. I'm coming for one of those pyramids. I need it in my life. Anyway, you guys take care. Bye. I love you. I love you. I love you. Love you. Bye. I love you guys. Don't worry. I'm okay. Bye. Peace, love, and light to you. Bye.